Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so let's see if this works. I have to wait for the preview of Instagram. We're trying something new this morning. We're trying to go live on Instagram.
Awesome.
And I don't see our preview yet. It takes a second, it seems, for this to kind of kick in to the different platforms.
Right.
Yeah. And I don't see the preview. Maybe it's something we have to do like right beforehand. And I set this up. So,
Well, it looks like the thing where
it's all an experiment.
That's the fun part. You do get to experiment.
Yeah. Well, that didn't work. So, because what I'm looking for is not showing up, so we can keep it moving, as they say.
Okay.
Keep
That's
it moving.
Hope everybody had a really great weekend. Mondays are usually really interesting, aren't they? Like, you either hate them or you love them. And I tend to love Mondays, actually. I tend to love the opportunity for a new beginning. It feels like an opportunity for a new beginning on Mondays, and I give myself permission to forget about what happened last week and like start fresh. And at the same time, like getting up at 5:30 in the morning on Monday after a busy weekend tends to be the hardest. It was a little struggle for me, but I'm here and I'm happy to be here. So I'm really excited that we get to take some time to get still and to get quiet and to get connected and to stretch, breathe, vision. And so I love it when you lead us on the stretching and the breathing part, and I get to do the visioning part.
Cool. We'll have to switch that up sometimes too, but you're definitely going to go into, I was just checking to see, because I'm just too curious sometimes about this, these platforms and doing these things all correctly. But
yeah, we're not
we're going to go forward with our workout today.
Our live
Not our workout, but our stretch, our practice, our rest, restore, reset practice. I'm so used to saying workout. You can tell where my brain is at. So let's center ourselves for our practice this morning. And I'm going to zoom in on you a little bit more here, Nona. Okay. And just get ourselves just set up and ready for this week, for this Monday. Just take a cleansing breath with me now, here, sitting up nice and comfortably wherever you are in your space. If you want to also prepare your space by using any essential oil or lighting a candle or maybe turning on your diffuser, bringing your lights down a little bit lower, whatever makes you feel completely safe in the space that you're in, then do that right now. And we are going to get started together by doing a few stretches, just seated stretches. So this doesn't require much activity, but you can, of course, increase this and stand up and do these stretches as well to get the blood flowing a little bit more. We're going to get started by taking into some deep breaths here together. Let's bring our arms all the way overhead as we do this breathing and stretching exercise. I'm going to ask you to join me by lifting your arms all the way up, holding your arms here overhead for just a second, and then slowly exhale, and then bringing those arms all the way down. As you do this overhead stretching here, just go at your own pace and lift your arms at whatever level is comfortable for you here. And find your rhythm as you breathe in and exhale, bringing your arms all the way up. And feel free to look up if that's comfortable for you here, and exhale down. We'll do that together just one more time. Breathing all the way in. We're just creating space here for our breath and our diaphragm as we open up our lungs here deeper, moving from that more shallow breathing we do while we're sleeping now to our breathing, our more focused, conscious breathing awake. Let's stretch out the neck a little bit. We're going to bring the ear here slowly, gently over to the shoulder. As we feel this stretch here on one side of the neck, you're going to just let gravity help you out with that stretch. Just let your shoulders fall away from the ears. Let that ear fall over to one side. And then with me, gently roll the chin to the center of the chest. You're continuing to connect with your breath as you bring your ear over to the opposite shoulder. This is always a bit stiff feeling when you first wake up. That's normal. And then you're going to bring your head all the way back. Make a full circle with me, and then go all the way around again to the side where you started. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction. We're going to take the chin up towards the ceiling. The head goes all the way back. And then the ear again over towards the shoulder, and slowly coming to the chin, to the chest, and then back over to where you started. This time what I'm going to ask you to do, to show you quickly here that you can add a little bit of resistance with that stretch. If you bring your fingertips nice and light to your temple to add to that stretch here along the neck. And then as you bring your chin to your chest, you can bring your fingertips to the back of the head to assist in that stretch. Continue to breathe here. Again, we're going to go over to the shoulder with the ear. If you'd like, and only if it's comfortable, you can bring again your fingertips to your temple. And then let's bring the head all the way back. That chin up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, bring your head back to center. All right. Let's just so centered here. Do some circles here. Roll those shoulders up and back a couple of times. Breathing in and out. And then maybe a couple of seated stretches here. Let's twist in our seat. Gently, we're still waking up that body, so we'll go from your shoulder to the wall here behind you. Good. Breathe in and breathe out with me. Let's come back to center and then to the opposite side. I don't know what you're going to get a little crack here in the back. That feels good. Good. And then we come back to center. And just shake out those arms. We're going to go into our breathing practice now, and that's a focused inhale breath, a nice slow inhale breath of 4 counts. And then we're going to hold this breath for a count of 7, and we exhale for a count of 8. If you're not able to go at that breathing where I am, or match that with the counting that I'm doing, don't worry about it. Just go at whatever pace is most comfortable for you. The goal here is for you to be as relaxed as possible and to bring some ease to your body here this morning and some ease into your morning, your day. So we're going to breathe in together. Now, I'll do 2 rounds, and then we'll do this together on our own for a couple of minutes. So let's breathe in for 2, 3, 4, and we hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's breathe in for 2, 3, 4, and hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and continue on your own.
Continue to breathe in slowly, hold your nice deep inhale, and exhale very slowly at a pace that feels really good for you. So the idea is that we're signaling to our bodies that we're not in a fight or flight or freeze state, that we're not in survival mode, but we are ready to thrive. And then that enables us to be much more receptive to the divine inspiration, that creative intuition, that voice, or that calling that comes to us all the time, but we just need the time and space to give it attention.
I can't hear you as clearly, Nona.
Okay. Let me turn up my sound. Can you hear me now?
You just, I can hear you. A little distant, but I can hear you.
Okay. So as you continue to breathe, we are giving time and space to that inner vision, that creative intuition, that voice that calls us to do something that is meant for our mission, our body. And so this is that time to do that. Give ourselves, we make space. And when again, I make space in the morning, every morning, or whenever you watch this recording, to just check in, tune in, listen in for that calling, that voice, that big idea for the day, for this season, for your next chapter, for the rest of your life. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to take a few minutes to continue to breathe deeply, not focusing that much on counting, focusing more on just what that vision is. And we'll come back together in about 2 minutes at a time. And let whatever comes to you come to you. No pressure about needing something to happen. Just relax and listen. Let's come back together. Slowly begin to open your eyes. I hope that your body and your mind and your spirit are feeling refreshed and awakened this morning, and that you had the opportunity to spend some time in that vision. You need more time. There's nothing stopping you from taking a few extra minutes this morning. Maybe even writing down some of those thoughts that came to you, some of those ideas that came to you. And make it a practice. Begin to think about whether or not you can make time for something that could actually be life-changing We encourage you to join us every morning. We start at 6 a.m. We go for about 20 minutes, Monday through Friday. But you can also catch the recording, but we find that when we start our practice first thing in the morning, it sets the tone for the day, and it just gives you a little bit of extra time in your day to just make time for you and for your thoughts and for your sort of getting yourself gathered for the day. I think that I know for me that has been really life changing just in the last month. So I'm going to go a few days since we started this. What do you say? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Did you want to add anything to that before we close?
Just that we all know this, and it's almost cliche to say, but life is so short. And we know that when we are practicing our visioning, then we are changing, we're bringing forth, we're manifesting our reality. And so really it is up to us to do what we possibly can to live the lives that we want to live. And life is just extremely short. And I did the practice this morning in honor of my good friend Gwen Benson, who was my sister in the fitness industry, who I love, who was a mentor, who was just the light of the party. In any room she walked into, I learned about her passing last night. And she was someone who charged forward to the very end with her dreams and moved to Spain and retired there and was just, living life to the very end. And, I honor that spirit this morning and the courage that it takes to do that. Yeah. It definitely is courageous to get up every morning and to hold space for yourself and for your visions. It's not something for the faint of heart, especially when you want to stay asleep.
Sure. Right.
So I honor everyone who does that, whether it's first thing in the morning or, at midnight. It's just an act that we deserve to give ourselves, for our lives, and the lives we want to live, honestly.
Absolutely. And I think there's something really beautiful about being able to do it in community.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it's not only beautiful, but it's powerful.
Yes.
Because we know from firsthand that having a sisterhood and having accountability and support makes so much difference. I mean, it's very often the difference between something happening and nothing happening.
Right.
Yeah, I'm really thankful for this community, for our sisterhood, for this community, and for what we're going to be able to bring forth together to make a huge impact in the lives for ourselves and
absolutely. Yeah.
So I think that's a good note to talk on. And hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you.
Thank you. You too. Tomorrow morning.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.